Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Sunny Winnipeg again, and I believe it's supposed to be sunny all day. Okay, here's what happened. Yesterday I was talking about I was expecting an important delivery. Well, it was that special drug medication that was supposed to come. They phoned me up sometime last week, and they gave me the time and date and everything that it was supposed to come, and this little piece of paper was just beside me here in my recycle bin, and I reached in and I pulled it out and I wrote everything down, and I even read it back to them. Yep. Okay. After 3 phone calls to different people, somebody finally discovered that they had accidentally given me the wrong date. It's supposed to be today, not yesterday. So they apologized. That's the way it goes. Well, like I said, I have more time than money anyway. Yeah. Okay, so this medication now is supposed to be coming today at 10 o'clock. We'll see what happens. That's only an hour and 15 minutes from now. Okay. We are ready for you-know-who will probably show up just about the time the courier driver comes in. And Missy will have a fit. And the letter carrier, the Amazon people, she just bark, 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 bark. She turns into a different dog. Yeah. I think people, when they make deliveries, they probably think, what a miserable little dog that is. They don't know whether she's actually a sweet little thing. Well, I guess it depends. If you're going to give her a dog cookie, yeah, she's sweet. Okay, now. 20.6 already. Nice day. It looks like I'm getting a late start, but I've been busy. I've already been to Superstore. I was completely out of some stuff, like milk. So I got my 0% milk right now. Okay. All right, about these things. I want to try and get these things, something done with them today. I don't want this to be going on and on and on while I'm speculating as what best to do. And I'm getting a lot of good suggestions as to maybe how to do it. All the way from drilling tiny little holes where those little tiny finger thingies are, and plug it in. That's a thought too. It's just that it is just too small and too precise, and I could do it, but I don't want to have to. I just don't feel like it. Okay, yeah, let's get that done one way or the other. Have it done. We move on to the next part of step 22 here, maybe by the end of the day, all being well. I want to get at least one quick scoot in. I was thinking maybe going for coffee this morning. I have time to do that right now. I could go for a quick coffee and easily be back by 10 o'clock. But it would be just my luck that they were just a little bit early. And I wouldn't be here when they come and they take the medication back, because this has to be signed for, apparently. I did talk about that to somebody yesterday, and they said that they thought that I could phone the courier maybe and make arrangements to have it dropped off without signature. If I left a note, that kind of thing. It seems to me I did that years ago. But the courier was the first person that I called yesterday. I don't know if you have a courier called Purelator. They're not famous like FedEx. I think Purelator might possibly be just a Canadian thing. Anyway, I phoned their number, and of course you get a machine. And now the latest thing is you actually talk to a virtual agent who can understand what you're saying, more or less. Well, it was mostly less, and finally the virtual thing says, "I'm going to transfer you." So the usual spiel. We appreciate your business, etc., etc., etc. Or you can go online and chat. Well, I type so badly that just doesn't work with me. That's why my replies to the comments are very, very short. Just a thumbs up a lot of times. Doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. Just means that I don't like to have to type. Okay, so anyway, they say, finally gets to the end and says, you are in line and the waiting time is greater than 45 minutes. Huh. My goodness. I guess I could have waited, but in all likelihood, they would have just told me, sorry, we don't know what you're talking about. You know, it's. Anyway, what are we going to do here? Well, I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't want to be handling these things any more than I have to because, you know, I did do the ultrasonic cleaner thing to get absolutely all the grease and everything off of them so that the CA glue would stick as best as possible. On the other hand, if there's a little bit of grease or something on the part, it will help to activate the CA glue. But then hey, I've got curing agent for that, so that's why when you get CA glue on your fingers, and it seems to be instant, you know. Yeah, it's a protein or the whatever in your fingers. At least that's my uneducated guess. I don't know. I've never actually scientifically figured it out, and I wouldn't know how to even if I wanted to. Okay, yeah, let's just, I'm just going to push stop here while I try to decide what I'm going to do because I got to do something. I just don't want to end up with the end of the day and have 3 little pieces still laying there. And you don't want that either. Okay, let's mosey on here. If I'm not going to go out for coffee, I guess maybe I'll drink some of this. It's not bad coffee. I think it tastes just as good as McDonald's or Timmy's. Yeah, maybe even better. And it's a lot cheaper. And it's here. Okay, let's get at her. Well, I'm glad I didn't go for a quick scoot. Year later just drove up. All right. Good morning.
What's the Cavalry Marshal?
That's me.
All right. There you go, sir.
Okay.
I'll just get a signature and I'll pass it to you.
Yeah, just with my finger.
Yeah, best you can.
All right. Ron.
Okay, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know if we're still in focus or not. Maybe I should check. But I had just started to clean up my little plastic parts here, and I was trying to decide now what way am I going to go here. And I see a Purelator truck drive by, and or drive and stop, and I thought, oh my goodness. And here I was thinking of going for a quick scoot. I'd have missed them. So they go from being a day late to an hour early. Hey, that's all right. Okay, well, let's just see what we got here. I'm just going to recompose here. I'm going to be interested to see what it says. I mean, all there is in here is just a little bottle of medication. It sure came in a big box. Okay. Well, that's over with. I can go for a quick scoot now if I want. Okay, just bear with me here. Okay, sometimes when you got all these extra labels and everything on here, it's a lot easier to open the box from the bottom. Okay. I don't know if you can read that or not. It says, not charged. Patient pays $0. Now, I was hoping that the actual cost of these things was going to be on here, because I was told they are extremely expensive. Okay. No, it doesn't give the cost. I guess I could look it up on the internet how much this particular drug cost. But I'm very grateful to our medical system here in Canada that they will provide something like that. Yeah. Help keep you alive a little bit longer. That's the whole idea. Okay, swallow whole. Do not chew or crush. Okay, now, I wonder what they look like. No, interesting. Individually packed. Well, I suppose I may as well take one right now. Well, let's not lose these things. Is this how I get it open? Yeah, there we go. My goodness. Last time I saw a pill that big, it was for a horse. Maybe I'm supposed to whinny when I take this. I shouldn't have any trouble with it.
Says $0.00 on it.
I had been hoping that it would give the actual cost. I'd like to know how expensive they actually were.
Well, Google it. That many milligrams of that drug. How much does that cost in Canada? It'll tell you.
That's the plan.
Oh, yes, we have some bananas.
Yeah, I went to
We have
Superstore.
some bananas.
I went,
Here we go.
I went to Superstore this morning. Okay, come on.
Well, the kitten is very happy. She purrs pretty much 24 hours a day. Except when she's doing this Greco-Roman wrestling with Missy. They look at one another. The cat lunges and grabs Missy's, or tries to grab Missy's back leg and wrap her legs around it. Of course, Missy whips around. This is done mostly on top of the bed, but thankfully I'm not in it. They have a grand time. And the kitten is relaxed enough now that she'll go downstairs and climb to the top of the cupboard where no one can reach her and go to sleep there. But she's really had enough.
Was that good, Missy? Was that good? Yeah, you chewed on that one for a while, didn't you?
Oh,
I was surprised at how much that cat is growing.
yeah. She's 3 months now, so she'll grow 25%. She grows. I was ready to go home.
Well,
The last 4 tips, they went by really easy.
are you done scratching now? Eh? You all done scratching? Is it time to go?
And I'm still losing weight,
Oh
which
my.
means I have to buy more ice cream. That's what the world needs.
Yeah, when
More
I
of
was.
that good black cherry ice cream.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah.
Beautiful day.
Oh, yes. Could be hot.
That's what I think, yeah. Bye, Missy.
They're forecasting 30 and 31 again. They
Okay.
change their minds every other day. For tomorrow and the next day and the next day.
Well, get in some good rides.
Yes, they let us push winter further away.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Bob.
Yeah, it's beautiful out there, except for that noisy motorcycle. Okay, I don't know, should I go for a ride now? It's really nice out there. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. And Missy the dog snuck up on me today. I didn't see her coming. I was at the computer doing some editing. I think I'll go back there and finish up with the editing. I've been interrupted a couple of times here this morning. Yeah, I lost my complete train of thought. Well, I had started to nip off the sprue off of these four little pieces that we have to put on this thing after it's put together. I pretty well decided that I'm going to use CA glue, not solder. So, yeah. Okay, back to editing. Okay, I did go for a ride. Got back about half an hour ago, I guess. And finished cleaning up these parts here. Now, let's not lose them. They're actually, some of them are smaller than the pieces of sprue I removed. Now, this is our spotlight. It's not going to go on. It gets mounted right here, the L16. It gets mounted on the top, and I think we'll put it on after everything is put together. But these other three pieces, they can be put on now. Okay. So okay, we've got this piece here, and we've got this piece here. Okay, so it appears that this part right here, the L11, is this one, and it's going to go right in there. And then the other piece is the smaller of the oval-shaped ones, isn't it? Yeah, because this one will go with this piece up here. So this piece must go in that little place right there. We'll put the macro lens on. Actually, I should fasten these down somehow on something. It's gonna, well, maybe not. I was going to use blue tack, but then I realized I'd leave a greasy residue from the blue tack on the back of the thing. That wouldn't be good. So maybe I'll see if I can't somehow maybe use self-locking tweezers that would sort of grab onto this. Find a pair that don't squeeze too hard, that is. Okay, I just want to do a dry run here now. And the idea of the holder downer instead of self-locking tweezers is, I think it's going to be a lot more stable. Now, this one goes here. Now this one here, maybe I'm going to have to take something to the back of it here and file the sprue seam line. See if I can grab it here. Yeah, you can see there's a bit of a seam line there. This may not want to stand up all by itself. It's going to want to fall over. So I'm just going to take this off camera and file it down and try not to drop it in the carpet. Okay, what I got here is one of Eric's sanding sponges. It's the 280 grit. And we'll just try and hold this flat here. It's going to want to rock on me. Let me just check the monitor. It's getting the worst of it. It's getting the high spots off anyway. I know we're taking something off because I can see it on the sanding stick. Okay, let's just quit while we're ahead here, while there's still some left. Okay, I think that's going to stay there. We'll get a little bit of CA on it. I don't know if there's any left there or not, or did I remove it all? I don't think so. I think there's still some there. No, I think I removed too much. Yeah, I removed too much. Well, let's do it again. Okay. Trying to get it straight. I'm looking more or less straight down on it. Okay, I think rather than poke at it and try and get it perfect. So why am I poking at it? I guess it just doesn't look quite. Oh, I don't want it to stick to the tweezer. Yeah, look, I got CA on the tweezer there. Let's get that off of there. Okay. Yes, there's too much. Now, is that going to let go? I think so, yeah. Alright. Now maybe I could use just a little bit of help here. Now, I hope it's not going to stick to the swab. Oh, yeah, see that? I saw it. So we sucked up quite a bit of it. Alright, now for some curing agent. Okay, this is a different swab. That'll activate it. See if I can remove some of the excess off the side here. It may have evaporated away already, so. Alright, I think this one is basically done. Now we have to put one more piece on that other smaller piece. Okay, just a dry run here, make sure it's gonna fit. It looks pretty good. Maybe I'll use these tweezers here. Just want to make sure there's no CA glue on them. If there is, I wouldn't be able to let go. Oh, I bumped it. Please don't try like that. It's not quite straight. I'm looking straight down on it. It's, well, you know what? We are talking about fractions of a millimeter out. It's pretty much straight. Little touch of curing agent here. That's all it's going to take. Didn't get very much though, did I? Oh, it's just sometimes almost the smell of this stuff activates it. Okay, I think that's going to be alright once it cures. Okay, I've got a piece of cereal box paper or waxed paper mounted on my little turntable thingy here. And the reason for that is so that if the CA glue runs underneath, it's not going to glue it to the green cloth. But yeah, just let me get this thing back here, and I'll show you what we have to try to do here. Now, this is supposed to be at a bit of an angle like this, mounted right there. Just a very slight angle, like that. The problem is when you let go of it, it wants to fall. So I have to rig something up that is going to hold it at an angle so that, like this. Let me get this back into the center here. Hold it at an angle so that when I put the CA glue along, it's going to not fall flat, like that. Okay, I've got a bit of an idea here. And first of all, let's hold this thing down so it's not going to move. And it's going to involve a toothpick here. Straighten it out. Alright, now what if I was to cut a little piece of toothpick? I was thinking about that extruded piece of sprue that I had from the day before yesterday. But I think I threw that out. I can't find it now. Okay, so if I was to put a little piece of toothpick right there, just a very small little, probably have to cut this off camera. Well, that might be too big. Then I was thinking that might hold this at the right angle. Yeah, I believe it's pretty much where it's supposed to go. Maybe just a tiny bit your way. Okay, now let me check the monitor. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now if I could just come in with the CA with a little droplet right there where that joint is, and it'll wick its way both ways. At least that's the plan. No. No, that was more than I needed, but maybe I can remove some. It may have gone underneath this thing, but that's okay. We'll be able to get it off. Okay, curing agent, anybody? I should be able to remove the holder downer now, very gently. All right, how does this look? It might be too wide, slightly too wide. Now we have to do the same thing with that other piece on the back. But I think we're almost there. Not a perfect job, but from arm's length it's going to look okay. Yeah. Doesn't look straight. It looks high on this side. Now don't go busting it. Okay, I have pried it loose from the waxed paper. Now, here's the thought. It's not going to want to stand up there by itself, so I'm probably going to have to use some sort of holder downer maybe to hold it like this. And then what if I came in from the back and just sort of stood this at an angle and just sort of let it lean? Well, this is the wrong way around. Those little legs have got to sort of be tucked in a little bit so they'll go straight down. Let me turn this around here. Okay, now get this back up without breaking it. Now the reason I'm going to all the work for this particular part is because this will be very visible. It's going to be right on the top of the funnel, or the part of the island assembly. Now if I would be able to just sort of lean it and let go. I think I could do that. Let's get this piece mounted with the holder downer, and then I think I'm gonna have to turn everything around, except the light is good from this side. Yeah, I gotta remember which way the camera can see it, and the camera can sort of see it like that if I would get my fingers out of the road. Okay, just hang on. Well, there, it's staying there by itself. Okay, I know this looks pretty rough, but once it is sprayed, whatever color we decide, it's going to I might have to, my holder downer wants to swing too much like this. Might have to come up with another idea for the holder downer. Maybe I'm sure I'm going to get my finger in your way there. See, as soon as I let go of it, it wants to fall over. Oh, did I bend anything or break anything? No. Well, yeah, I gotta come up with another idea for the holder downer here. Okay, let's get this over on my side. Now, I've got this for the holder downer. I think that's gonna work better. Get this turned up perpendicular. Okay. I may have to kind of nudge it into place afterwards. This should work. Okay, yeah, it has to come, the top of it has to lean a little bit closer to you. Let's see if I can move my, that might be too much. Okay, that's not bad. Now, let me check the monitor. Can you still see this? Oh yeah. Nothing worse than working away and doing a wonderful job at something, and then when you get to editing you find out that, oh my goodness, you completely got it out of the field of view. Now it can't go this way, it has to go the other way. Okay, it just has to lean against this. And I just shove it into place there without knocking it over. Oh, the bottom has to go in quite a bit. I'm shoving this whole thing. Okay, let's grab hold of it and start again. Oh. Now, couldn't they have made this piece out of plastic? Just doesn't want to lean. Okay, now, as you can see, it's got to go about a whole millimeter to the left. Now that looks pretty good to me. If I could get CA to run down now and fill that void, I'm going to just try it here. Okay. Now, curing agent. Very, very carefully. Don't bump anything, because if you bump something, it's going to go crooked. And right now, it's pretty much right. Now, there might be too much curing agent there, but that's... Oh! You know what? I think it's gone flat on me. Well, from arm's length, we're not going to know. And don't anybody tell. Oh, telephone. I'll be right back. Hello? Hello? I don't know who it was, but it was probably some sort of telemarketing scam. Okay, well, it's there is lots of detail there, even though the detail isn't quite right. Yeah, the bottom of that piece should be more out, but like I say, from arm's length and after it's painted, it's going to look okay. And for perspective here. Okay, here's what's happened. I pried it loose, and I've glued it back on off camera. It is a little bit more believable. It's hard to get it to stand up here on this waxed paper. But now see if I can carefully turn it without it falling over. No, I couldn't. It is probably extremely fragile. I imagine that once it gets glued down onto the where it's supposed to get glued down onto, everything will be a little bit more supported, like it's supposed to be. Yeah, it just doesn't want to quite stay the way it's supposed to, does it? But anyway, I'll just lay it down here. Okay, I am so done with this part. I am so done. Well, I guess I'm not. I gotta paint it now, don't I? Now I'm gonna have to put this in a super safe place because it's gonna be so easy to accidentally press down and squeeze these pieces together and they'll just snap. You know, it's... Okay, I'm gonna call it quits here for this afternoon, folks. What time we got here? It's 1:33 in the afternoon. I don't know how much footage I've taken since I came back from my bike ride, but I got a feeling that there was an awful lot of macro lens stuff going on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we're gonna see you tomorrow.